Hello everyone, Thomas Perkins here, Fish Guru Aquatics, and today we're going to talk about a snail. Now, usually snails are not the most exciting thing to talk about. However, this one recently disappeared off my getkills.com store, and I want to explain why, and also give you a little bit of information about these guys. Because they're cool, they're awesome, and I will discuss them in depth. Alright, the snail in question here is this guy. This is Asolene spixi. It's a quote-unquote dwarf apple snail that gets about the size of a ping pong ball. Now, granted, an actual apple snail gets the size of, well, an apple. So, you get why it's a dwarf. Now, when I first got these guys in an auction in Arkansas, they actually all looked like that. I got 6 individuals, and couldn't identify them. So I bought the entire bag for, say, $1. Which isn't a bad price for these guys, you know. They are one of the most useful snails I have ever had. They do a couple things for you. One thing, they're omnivorous, so that's their first thing. They eat snail eggs, which is why they're in here with things like, we're sitting munching on some green beans right now for the Pletcos. Let's go and town on that. They eat snail eggs like a champ. They are great at stripping snail eggs off of a plant. They also have the added bonus of eating hydras. They don't get stung by them, they just eat them. They love them. They can't get enough of them. They're also one of the few snails that will actually touch blackbeard algae. These guys are really versatile. They love a lot of things that drive Aquarius insane. And you'd think that they would be super popular and easy to get. But there's a big but on that. These guys are an apple snail. And due to some unfortunate business with some rice farmers in Louisiana and Texas, in order to transport subtropical apple snails, you need a permit across state lines. Now, you can get them. I can sell these all day long in Oklahoma here, if there was a shop, or if people knew they existed. But you cannot take these guys across state lines because, especially in places like Arkansas, which is funny because that's where I got them. Where they produce a lot of rice, and they have a lot of crops that are dependent on water. These guys can be devastating to those crops. Some apple snail species can be devastating to those crops. Granted, not these guys. They only eat a lot of plant matter during their infancy, which I actually have some down here that are small, babyish, and still eating lots of plants. And I just but they only go after decaying plant matter. But this is a prime example of what happens when you don't manage a species properly in the aquarium trade. Somebody released a snail into the wild, and it caused a problem. And to be safe, the USDA banned the entire genus. The entire family is now banned from transportation across state lines. So, obviously, having an online store, I can't sell these online, which is a real shame because they're super useful and super fun. But, that doesn't stop me. I can still sell them here in Oklahoma, and I will probably be moving to Arkansas, and they'll be coming with me during that process. They're not legal to own, they're just legal to transport. So, I can't ship them, therefore I can't sell them to you guys. Which is why they disappeared off of the Get Kills website. I checked into it, the permits, for scientific reasons only. I probably can't get one from the aquarium trade, unless I have a teaching degree, which I plan on getting. I gotta redo my career choice, and figure teaching would be a noble profession. But they're a beautiful snail. They're kind of a greenish yellow color with black stripes. Of course, you guys can see that. They do a lot of work. Now, what happened to these original 6 was they were kept in a acidic environment. So they kind of need a basic environment with lots of calcium supplements. There are pieces of coral chips in here, crushed coral in here to kind of add a little bit of hardness to the water. Not much though, because I don't want the angelfish to breed too. But this tank did have a problem with hydras, that's why they're in here. There's one down here in Blue's tank because he had a problem with hydras too. And I have one over in the planting tank doing its best to eat any algae that forms, along with the SAEs and the odos. So they're a great snail. They are a fantastic animal to have. They don't get super big like normal apple snails that eat a lot of things that drive us insane. Granted, they suck. They are terrible at eating diacom algae or green spot algae or stuff like that off the glass. Hair algae is really something they go after. They're terrible at it, but that's not what they're good for. They're good for the pests that we don't have a good solution for. And I can honestly say that like 2 of these guys would strip an entire 55 gallon. Like, look at this. This side of the tank was covered in a little bit of blackbeard algae and hydras over here. And if you look now, I put 1 spixi snail in here probably 4 days ago. And granted, he didn't do a great job because there's still some algae on it. And there's some up here on this corner here. But, you know, it's amazing to me that they have been able to strip this off so easily. But they're a great snail for solving a couple of problems that aquarists have. So if you can find them in your area, by all means get them. They're fantastic. I bought them as a breeding project. They took off from me. I probably about 100 of them now, so I really have to figure out something to do with these guys. I might take them to Muskogee or Tulsa. There's a couple shops up there that might take them, but yeah, I don't really want to do that. But anyway, that's Asolene spixi. I'm Thomas Perkins, and this is Fish Crew Aquatics. Take some time to look at something beautiful. I will talk to you. Look at that one back there. He's just chilling. He's got some growns so big in the short time I've had him. I've had him about a month, 2 months. But they're huge now. I've had him about a month, yeah. Take some time to look at something beautiful. I will talk to you guys later. Like, share, subscribe to this video for more information. And thank you so much. Hopefully I can have some more fish to offer you guys on Get Gills, so there's that to look forward to as well. Do be sure to check that out. There's a lot of really cool stuff on there right now. I got excited for some Coreys I saw on there. Dan just got a bunch of stuff in from his Africa order. He's selling some of those off. He's also got some other randoms that he got in. But I'm in the process of maybe changing locations here, so I'm trying not to build anything too elaborate. I do need to do a big water change because my tanks look a little bad. Was trying to build a stand this week and it didn't happen. So anyway, if you are waiting on an order from me, I'm waiting until after the Thanksgiving holiday to ship anything because I don't want anything risking getting stuck in a warehouse for Thanksgiving. So anyway, yeah, so closing the video, thank you guys. Take a look at something beautiful, and I will talk to you later. Bye.